This is not a joke. This is very serious. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters, DHQ, has confirmed receiving requests from unnamed persons to overthrow President Bola Tinubu, to overthrow his administration amid the ongoing political standoff in Niger Republic, where the military recently removed the country's democratically elected president, Mohamed Bazoum. This might sound funny to a lot of you, but this also has to be taken serious. The military might be using these unnamed persons as a ruse, just a pretense for what is about to happen. Welcome once again to this channel. Tap on the subscription button, turn on the notification bell. It's very important. Like and share this video. Use the thanks button, tap on it to encourage us to do more. A lot has happened in Nigeria in the past, and many more will be happening. Yes, many more will be happening. This is not a joke. According to the military, according to DHQ, they are saying that those that are pressuring them, asking them, requesting for this coup, requesting for the unseating, for the overthrow of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, they are suggesting that this coup d'etat should be based on calls on alleged poor welfare within the military, within the armed forces. Director of Defense Information Brigadier General Tukur Gusau confirmed this in a statement released via the DHQ's official Twitter account, Defense Info Nigeria. Niger right now is unsettled. In fact, the military say they are not yet ready to release power. And Nigerians are happy with it. They are comfortable because the so-called democracy is actually an avenue for certain politicians to steal, and more for the Western country, particularly France, to loot, to rape the country of its resources. The military, via their Twitter account, Defense Info NG, frowned on the call for military intervention in the nation's democracy, labeling such as unpatriotic and wicked, and an attempt to divert the focus of the armed forces from their constitutional duties. While acknowledging the significance of ensuring the welfare of its personnel, the leadership of the DHQ said it remains resolute in safeguarding the principles of democracy in Nigeria. This is not a joke. This is not being made up. We are talking about reality here. This is for real. This is for real. The military might, talk in this manner and, kind of suggest that they are ensuring that they are working towards, maintaining the democracy in Nigeria, whilst behind the scene, they are actually working to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Many pastors have saw visions and they've prophesied, they've said a lot of things. Some of them say God told them, God told them. Well, I don't know what God told them and what God did not tell them. They already, spoke about this, and right now we are hearing the drums of coup d'etat. That is what we are hearing right now. The military are very cunning when it comes to unseating government. They do it among themselves. And in the case of Niger, according to the report, this coup was done bloodless. There was no shedding of blood. Nobody died. And the president has willingly, of course, under duress, signed to hand over power to them. He said he's not contesting anymore and he's not coming back anymore. Uranium is one of the resources found in Niger, and we all know what has been happening in many of these African countries where some criminals will liaise with whoever, particularly the Western country, that need these resources to make their own life smooth, easy, and soft. Uranium is used to power electricity in France and in many of these Western countries, and more important to them, uranium is needed for weapons of mass or massive destruction. That's what they need it for. They need this to be stronger. They need this to threaten other nations. They need uranium, and uranium is found in Niger. And you will probably wonder, if uranium is found in Niger, why then is Niger not so rich? Why are they not living soft and comfortable life? That's a question, right? Well, maybe you want to know. Those criminals in Niger, like the president and many of them, like the one that was asked, what have you done with the resources and money that has come into the country? He started crying and he was asking for water to drink. Imagine, these are wicked people, very terrible people. These people have kept their countrymen in perpetual poverty. And the military had to act because civilians have been so weakened in Africa that they cannot come out to talk and say, no, enough is enough. And those that are supposed to represent them in the parliament, in the Senate, are criminals, like the executive. They're all thieves. In the case of Nigeria, the military security agents are yet to wake up because they are being allowed to break the people. You will see on the streets, on the roads, police officers and the rest of them extorting, broad daylight, extorting from whoever they see. You will see this lackadaisical attitude of the government to it. This is the reason why Nigeria somehow is still, kind of acting like the democracy. I mean, the military and the rest of them are not yet ready to act like, look, we are the backbone of whatever you guys do. If we decide to rise, you guys are just some old criminal, empty-headed, goons, ravaging the country dry. But they themselves have been given opportunity to do and undo. They've been given opportunity to steal. The military are also making money from oil well. I'm talking of the Nigerian army, the navy. They are making money from oil well, stealing and selling barrels of crude oil and refined oil. They are making money from it. And also they are making money from the internal crisis, the terrorism that has been kept alive. Obviously, there is more to this act of terrorism in the northern part of Nigeria. It's so terrible, it's so wicked, it's so evil. Now that the Nigerians are saying enough is enough, well, it seems the sound of it is resonating in Nigeria. There are calls, and I'm thinking that the military themselves are looking into this. They are looking into this. They want to go back to the same thing, but are these military officers or military personnel, are they people of integrity? No, no, no. They are not people of integrity. They are the same. They are criminals. They are wicked, evil people. They are not different from the politicians that we are talking about. According to them, they say we detest any attempt by any individual or group to instigate the law-abiding armed forces of Nigeria to embark on any unconstitutional change of government in Nigeria. We wish to state unequivocally that the military is happy and better under democracy and will not get involved in any act to sabotage the hard-earned democracy in our country. The AFN, under the leadership of Chief of Defense Staff General C.J. Musa, is determined to ensure complete subordination of the armed forces to constitutional authority under His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and will not be distracted from its roles that are well defined in the 1999 Constitution as amended. In July 26, 2023, a group of soldiers led by General Abdulrahman Chihani overthrew the government of the President Mohamed Bazoum in a military coup, a bloodless one. General Chiani has so far refused to compromise with any of the suggestions made to him, including appeals by the Tinubu-led ECOWAS to restore democracy. Are we going to really call it democracy or democratic rule? I want to call it autocratic. I want to call it criminal rule. I want to call it looting rule. I want to call it stealing rule in the country. Well, they have kept most international envoys at bay, but they have met with Nigerian former central bank governor, former Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi, and many others. They've met with them, but they are resolute, and we are glad that they are resolute. But we just hope that they themselves will not be bought. We hope that they themselves will not allow criminal intent to begin to manifest. That is the point. It is not because they are military and that makes them good people or makes them obedient to the rules and constitution and of course human rights. We are not saying because they are military they will do the right thing. Oh, they are military, they are disciplined. No, that it doesn't make sense at all. But if they can maintain sanity in that country and hand over to the right democratically elected person, I'm not going to say president now, or it could be a committee, it could be whatever, to run the country in the right direction and make sure that the goodies of that land comes to the people, the profit of it comes to the people, then we will all applaud it. And of course, these criminals that are president of many of these countries will have to sit tight. If they do not, the same will be repeated. Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.